challenge worthy of my
chaos.
Chaos is
And
strong.
in return, grant us the power of the dark gods. We are chaos. Chaos is strong. It is ours for the taking. We are enemies of the dark gods. Chaos is strong. For the great gods.
Secret only take me a moment. It will only take me a moment. It will only take me a moment.
Our victory
A
is
challenge
assured.
worthy of my skill.
We can serve you.
Will only
We
take
are
me a
eager to
moment.
please. Our victory is assured.
A challenge worthy of my skill. It will only take me a moment. Take me a moment.
Fresh victims!
A challenge worthy of my
Our
skill.
victory is assured.
For the Emperor. A challenge worthy of my skill. It will only take me a moment. For the Emperor!
Die, loyalist scum!
You favor us with your attentions. You favor us with your attentions. Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, Great One. For the great gods of the Chaos Gods, Great One, you are the master.
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill. It will only take me a moment. For the Emperor!
Yes, Lord. We can serve you. We are eager to please. For the great gods. We will serve you, and in return, grant us the power of the dark gods.
It will only take me a moment.
What is your wish, Great One? As you command.
Yes. Engaging the enemy!
Our victory is assured. How can I serve?
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
We can serve you.
It will only take me
We
a
are
moment.
eager to please.
It will only take me a moment.
Enemies! We need enemies.
Our
Do
victory
you
is
hear the voices
assured.
too?
We will serve you, and in return, grant us the power of the dark
Enemies!
gods.
We need enemies.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Meeting resistance!
Warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Your will!
Enemies!
At your
We
command!
need enemies. Sanity is for the weak. I feel the warp overtaking me.
At your command!
It is a good pain. Enemies! We need enemies. That is the way to hell. We need enemies. That is the way to hell. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. That is the way to hell.
At your command!
Destroy!
Meeting resistance!
Destroy! The Chaos Gods speak clearly. Destroy! It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in
For the
pain.
dark gods!
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
In the Emperor's name!
Do you hear the voices too?
Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, Great One!
Take us to battle! Sanity is for the weak. We are the
Will
destroyer!
only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Enemies! We need enemies.
We can serve you!
Enemies!
We are
need
eager
enemies.
to please! Grant us the gifts of the
Sanity
Chaos
is for
Gods,
the
Great
weak.
One!
Do you hear the
Your
voices
will.
too?
A challenge worthy of my skill. Will only take me a moment.
You favor us with your
It is as though
attentions.
1,000 mouths cry out in
I
pain.
hold the secrets of the machine. Will only take me a moment.
Meeting resistance!
Will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill. Will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill. Will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Sanity is for the weak. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Of course, we do your bidding.
Meeting resistance!
Must kill! We are the destroyer! Must kill!
Will only take me a moment.
The Chaos Gods speak
Will
clearly.
only take me a moment.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Must kill!
For the dark
Do
gods!
you hear the voices
It was a
too?
momentary madness.
Your will!
Enemies!
At your command!
It was a
Need
momentary
enemies.
madness.
Engaging the enemy!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Bury him!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Enemies! We need enemies.
Will only take me a moment.
Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We must kill! Do you hear the voices too? Sanity is for the weak. Destroy! Destroy! Sanity is for the weak. That is the way to hell. Take us to battle. We must kill!
My lord! At your command!
Strike you down!
Engaging the enemy!
We need
Meeting
enemies.
resistance!
Do you hear the voices too?
At your command!
Strike you down!
Meeting resistance!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Will only take me a moment.
I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Enemies! We need enemies.
My lord! The path to ruin!
Will only take me a moment.
Yes, master! Yes.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
For the great gods!
Do you hear the voices too? We must kill! It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. The Chaos Gods speak clearly
Will
now.
only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Do you hear the voices too? Chaos is our master!
At your command!
The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
It will only take me a moment. It will only take me a moment. It will only take me a moment.
Sanity is for the weak. Destroy! Destroy! Enemies! We need enemies. I feel the warp overtaking me.
Hell Talon
It is a good
operational.
Meeting
It
resistance!
will only take me a moment.
clearly now.
Bloody hell.
Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy
Do
of my
you hear the
skill.
voices too? Destroy!
It will only take me a
Destroy!
moment.
Do you hear the voices too? It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
It will only take me a moment. Of course.
We have captured a location. Enemies! We need enemies.
For the dark gods!
serve chaos. We go.
Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
For the dark gods!
Destroy! Destroy! It is as though 1,000
Your will.
mouths cry out in pain.
Engaging the enemies!
We need enemies. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Chaos is our master. Of course, we do your bidding. We must kill. The warp overtaking me.
Resistance!
Hell
It
Talon,
is a good
ready
pain.
to serve chaos.
Must kill. Sanity is for the weak.
We held Talon, ready to serve chaos.
Must kill. That is the way to hell. Enemies. We need enemies.
It was a
Do
momentary
you hear the
madness.
voices too?
It was a momentary madness.
We are the
It will only take
destroyer!
me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Sanity is for the weak. Chaos gods, clearly now. The warp overtaking me.
Resistance!
It is a good pain.
For the dark gods!
Chaos is our master. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos. Hell Talon, ready to
It is as though
serve chaos.
1,000 mouths cry out in pain. We must kill.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
We must kill.
For the dark gods!
The warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
Your will? My lord! On our way!
Sanity is for the weak.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
Do you hear the
It will only
voices
take me a
too?
moment.
Sanity is for the weak. Sanity is for the weak.
It will only take me a moment.
Meeting resistance!
We
It
must
will only take me a
kill.
moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Sanity is for the weak. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Hell Talon,
Do
ready
you
to
hear
serve
the
chaos.
voices too?
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Chaos gods, clearly now.
It will only take me a moment. For the Emperor.
Sword broken!
Do you hear the voices too?
Meeting resistance!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us! The gods favor us!
Clearly now. overtaking me. It is a good pain. Do you hear the voices too? Must kill them!
Die! Die!
Will only take me a challenge worthy of my spirit. Of course. The secrets of the machine. It will only take me a moment. Of course.
The Chaos Gods speak clearly. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
It will only take me a moment. It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Meeting
It will only
resistance!
take me a moment.
Enemies! We need enemies! Enemies! We need enemies!
It will only take me a moment.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. We must kill them! We
The enemies of
must
man shall stand before us!
Overtaking me. It is a good
Hell
day.
Talon, ready to serve chaos.
Do you hear the voices too? Destroy! Destroy! We must kill them!
Hell Talon, operational.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in
The
pain.
enemies of man cannot stand before
The
us!
Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Of course. Do you hear the voices
The
too?
enemies of man cannot stand before us! The enemies of man cannot stand before us!
It is a good pain.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
That is the way to hell. Enemies. We need enemies. We must kill them. Enemies. We need enemies.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
The Chaos Gods speak.
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos. Let fly all guns!
It will only take me a moment. For the Emperor!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Meeting resistance!
The armored fist of chaos.
Meeting resistance!
One only sees death. Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos. We go.
Chaos Gods speak clearly now. Do you hear the voices too? Chaos is our master. Sanity is for the weak. We must kill. I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Destroy! Destroy! The Chaos Gods speak clearly now. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Do you hear the voices too? Sanity is for the weak. Just take us into the thick of it.
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my
Meeting
skill.
resistance.
It will only take me a moment.
Meeting
It will
resistance!
only take me a moment.
Meeting resistance!
Warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. We have captured
It
a
will only take
location.
me a moment. A challenge
Do you
worthy
hear
of
the
my
voices
skill.
too? We must kill
Hell Talon, ready to serve
enemies.
chaos.
We need enemies. Destroy! Destroy! Destroy!
The enemies of man cannot stand before us!
Prepare for battle.
Meeting resistance!
Feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Meeting resistance!
After 1,000 battles, one only
It was a momentary madness.
Sanity is for the weak. Sanity is for the weak.
It will only take me a moment. A challenge worthy of my skill.
We have captured a location.
All weapons primed and ready for battle.
Warp overtaking me. It is a good pain.
Meeting resistance!
You are indeed wild ready. This shall be a glorious battle. Must obliterate!
Enemies! We need enemies.
This one shall kill tomorrow.
Enemies! We need enemies. The Chaos Gods speak clearly now.
Just take us into the thick of it.
Enemies! We need enemies! Destroy! Destroy!
Meeting resistance!
Round ready.
We must kill! Overtaking me. It is a good